We at BP are one of the world's largest and leading gas and oil integrated companies, with our establishment currently running in over 70 countries and having over 75,000 employees worldwide. Utilising two major operating segments regarded as upstream and downstream, we locate, produce and develop vital sources of energy that essentially run and provide products that are necessities in our lives every day. Our various projects and operations provide and generate employment, tax revenues and investment for countries worldwide. We at BP have also heavily invested in renewable energy, which as of 2016 is the largest operated renewables business among our fellow oil and gas peers. We as an organisation are currently participating and involved in the development of renewable energies, particularly biofuels and onshore wind. These operations extend to 3 sugarcane mills in South America and over 15 wind farms spread throughout the US. Since our initiation of operations in 1954 as British Petroleum, we have had high ethical values in our business procedures and regulations. Our work as environmental safety is a major value we maintain in delivering energy safely to the world. We also respect the world we operate in, with our operations ensuring to be in compliance with laws and regulations. By ensuring we maintain ourselves to the highest ethical standards, we value the diversity of people and care of the consequences of all our decisions, both minor and major, on those around us. Although we are working in a hazardous business, our commitment to excellence through our operations management is constantly set at a high standard. We uphold a significant commitment to ensure for quality outcomes and constantly have an ethic to learn and improve. In providing our products and services to the world, we often require courage to face difficulty. Our desire to ensure consistent quality and assurance to all our consumers strives in our aim for an enduring legacy. One of our fundamental business ideologies is that we are not only honest with ourselves, but often actively seek feedback. We view our establishment as a family, and that family extends from our workers worldwide to the child that turns on his TV in his home, or the mother that fills up her car with petrol. We hold ourselves in high moral and ethical regard, and are constantly providing our service and products to those worldwide at the best possible quality we can. In ensuring our family value, we can relate and agree upon the major climate change crisis our society is facing today. We can agree that as a result of an increase in greenhouse gas emissions from everyday human activities, major reductions of emissions are required to reduce and limit the warming to 2 degrees, which is considered by governments as the threshold in which the worst impacts of climate change can occur. What can be best considered as a complex issue has the full support of our organisation in that global action is required to both research and reduce climate change. Climate change is a widely considered problem, yet not everyone is aware of the multiple factors and actions that cause such a global phenomenon. Carbon dioxide emissions are responsible for 2/3 of worldwide greenhouse gas emissions. This supplied energy is a staple in our society today, with heat, industrial power, light and transportation being products of this energy. Climate change is the alteration of climate patterns both globally and regionally. Since the introduction of fossil fuels in society, there has been exponentially increased levels of carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere. There is no one particular cause of climate change, but a combination of both human actions and natural evolution. We as a company follow the regulations outlined by the government and have played an active role in trying to address solutions to fossil fuel emissions. BP understands and actively acknowledges that global warming is a serious problem that won't begin to dissipate without active participation from both ourselves and other industry and government bodies. We have taken proactive steps as a company to ensure we are putting our best effort into addressing this issue.
BP has become the first major energy company to publicly acknowledge the need to take steps against global warming, and are the only major oil company in the world who are members of the Pew Center on Global Climate Change, which is a progressive business grouping in the climate change debate. We also have partnerships with the World Resources Institute and Monsanto, a program entitled Safe Climate, Sound Business. In 2014, we agreed to a deal worth $20 billion with CNOOC, supplied them with liquefied natural gas. We are currently developing access for new natural gas and oil resources through our operations taking place in 25 countries worldwide. Our company believes that gas should play a vital role in plans to tackle global warming. we believe the use of natural gas will help meet energy needs as long as governments pursue all options to lower carbon while providing the energy the world needs to meet demand for an exponentially increasing population seeking better living standards. The changes we implement here at BP have helped reduce emissions of greenhouse gases by 10% from 1990 to the year 2010, and our active changes will continue to reduce greenhouse gas emission into our atmosphere. Our emission trading scheme was established with the help of the Environmental Defence Fund as we coordinate with them to ensure we take a proactive approach to the climate change debate. BP understands that the oil industry has to take precautionary action in the face of projected global climate change. Time is now that everyone takes action in limiting greenhouse gas emissions. Our company is always ensuring we're moving forward in regards to environmental safety researching and discovering more efficient and environmentally friendly ways to harness clean energy. This is a clear advantage our company has over all other competitors who continue to dismiss this pressing issue and continue to tarnish our environment. We believe our acknowledgement and active practices we have implemented into our company in regards to climate change are key to our brand identity. In 2015 alone, we spent billions of dollars towards cleaning up the environment and further millions adding to our environmental remediation provisions. It is important to our business plan that switching to natural gas will help meet energy needs in a much more environmentally friendly way, whereas other energy businesses will continue to use coal, damaging our environment and society. We as a business will continue to act as a proponent in the climate change debate and will be united with the people in fixing this issue. We urge that with help from government bodies that greenhouse emissions can be reduced at a reasonable cost if they follow principles from a free market and send clear signals about the kind of investments that are needed. We are united in our concern about the challenge and threat climate change has posed, and in 2015's UN summit we demanded from governments that they help take decisive action against this problem. BP believes that such action should recognise the vital roles of natural gas and carbon pricing in helping meet the world's demand for energy more sustainably.
In conclusion, our energy outlook projects that worldwide CO2 emissions as a result from fossil fuels will be at 20% higher in 2035 than they were in 2012. Although what can be considered an alarming statistic, there is hope in that there is major potential in important lower carbon technologies. It is to be noted that these technologies face political and cost challenges, which have reduced the levels of support by some governments. The climate change crisis requires effort by all, governments, companies, and consumers. Governments require leading with a structured and effective framework policy. We, as an organisation who understand and revolve around the energy industry, consider placing economy-wide pricing on carbon through taxes or a cap-and-trade system. This will allow for companies to provide energy competitively and enables a step in limiting greenhouse gases, which therefore results in consumers making rational and informed choices. As active members of the Oil and Gas Climate Initiative, we are aiming to initiate and produce action on climate change through affiliation and collaboration. We, BP, are reaching out to you to make a change in our world today. We stand by you and can promise that we are playing our part in calling for a price on carbon, providing lower carbon products which include natural gas and renewables, pursuing energy efficiency and continuing our supporting research.